I'm known as Scuba Steve, and I've heard that you're offering a program on viewing aquatic life here at the park. As an esteemed marine researcher myself, I felt I should attend. I would like to be shown your marine wonders.
Well, hi Scuba Steve. My name's Kayleen. I'm an interpreter here at the park. Now, we don't have marine wonders, but we do have wetland wonders.
What's a wetland wonder? What on earth could possibly compare to my experiences of swimming with sharks in the crystal clear waters of a coral reef?
Well, it might just compare, Scuba Steve. We have some pretty amazing animals ourselves.
Fine. I suppose I shall have to see these for myself. I just won't expect too much.
That's great, I guess. But before we go, we're going to need to look over our equipment we'll need for our pond dipping experience. To start pond dipping, you need something to catch your creatures with. A net is great, but a clear container can also work. You also need a bin to store your creatures in. Of course, you know that they all need water to breathe, so make sure you start by filling this bin with some water. If you want to get a closer look, you can use a special bug viewer like this, or a magnifying glass. Even an ice cube tray to put them in can help you look closely at just one critter at a time. Some other good supplies are an ID sheet to help you know what things are, and rubber boots if you are going in a wetland.
All this equipment won't help you if there's nothing to find. Do you really expect me to believe that there's anything worth seeing in all this muck?
This muck is an example of a wetland, one of the most productive ecosystems in our province. We have lots of different water bodies that provide habitat to a lot of different animals. Just like a reef, we have shallow ponds. Like ocean beaches, we have the shores of lakes. We have creeks and rivers with unique animals that need moving water. We have even deeper water to look in as well, as long as you have a dock to stand on. Any wetland, even the ones in your own neighborhood, can be a great spot to try pond dipping. Come on, let's take a closer look at our pond here. Now remember, it's a good idea to be with a friend when you're near water. Also, if you're wading in the water, you need to make sure you don't slip on any slippery rocks in the water. For us here at this dock, we need to stay low and away from the edge, so then that way we don't slip and fall in. It's really, really important for water safety. Steve, stop that! All right, now that we're here, let's begin. To start off, you need to fill your bin with some water. Now we can start dipping. Grab a net and make sure to stay low and away from the edge. All right, it looks like I got some stuff. So for this net, we're gonna flip and dip. That way you get all your invertebrates out of there. All right, let's catch some wetland wonders. Here's your net. Whoa, it feels like I got a big one. Ah!
Oh, what is it?
It's an invertebrate, a freshwater shrimp.
Of course I know what a shrimp is, but what's an invertebrate?
It's all animals that don't have a backbone.
Interesting. What other invertebrates can we find here?
Well, there's lots. There are leeches, damselfly and dragonfly nymphs, snails, and water boatmen, to name a few.
I think I actually have heard of some of these before, but they all look so similar. How do you tell the difference?
Take a look at the ID sheet. Now, compare the ID sheet to your invertebrate. How many legs does it have? How many tails does it have? You can also notice how it swims in the water to help you identify.
Very well. Let me try this myself.
Here, use this viewer to get a better look.
It has 6 legs and 3 tails. Could it be a damselfly nymph?
Yeah, that's right. Let's look for some more.
This one has no legs. Looks like a large head. What could it be? Looks like a mosquito pupa. What? This doesn't look like a mosquito.
We call a young mosquito a mosquito pupa. Lots of invertebrates grow up in the water. They look a lot different when they're young, but their bodies change as they grow up and then change again as they become an adult. Some other examples of animals that make big changes include things like damselfly nymphs to adult damselflies and tadpoles to frogs.
These creatures aren't as simple as I thought. Perhaps they are worth my while after all.
Well, let's keep dipping then.
Very well.
All right, it looks like we caught a predaceous diving beetle larva. They're also called a water tiger. Even though they're really small, they're one of the predators that are in this pond, going after other little invertebrates. Oh wow, we found a giant water bug. They're a fierce predator in this pond. Oh, it feels like I got another one. Ah!
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Ah!
What was that?
I think it was a tadpole.
I had no idea there was so much fascinating life in these wetlands.
That's what I've been trying to tell you the whole time, Steve. And it's a good sign we saw so many invertebrates too. Lots of them means that this is a healthy wetland. Sensitive species like frogs, they can't live in polluted water. Our wetlands also help prevent floods, filter our water, and are habitat for lots of important animals.
You know what? You've convinced me. Wetlands truly are amazing. Invertebrates are amazing. They really are wetland wonders. You know what? I've decided I'm going to change my career. No longer shall I be Scuba Steve. I am now Swamp Steve!
Goodbye, Swamp Steve. I'm glad you enjoyed pond dipping. And I hope you enjoyed this video too. Share with your friends and family about what you saw in your pond dipping adventure.